Hi students, as you know, the human neural system is divided into two parts. First one is the central neural system and the peripheral neural system. In this, the CNS means central neural system includes the brain and the spinal cord and is the site of information processing and control. In this session, we will discuss about human brain. As you know, the human brain is the command center for the human nervous system. It receives signals from the body, sensory organs, and outputs information to the muscles. I think you understood this point. It receives the signals in the form of nerve impulses from the body's sensory organs and outputs information to the muscles. How to react? That one is the output. The human brain has the same basic structure as other mammals or mammal brains, but is larger in relation to body size than the brains of many other mammals, such as the dolphins, whales, and elephants. The human brain weighs about 3 lbs. It is of 2 in pounds, or you may call 1.4 kilograms, and makes up about 2% of a human's body weight. The human brain triples in size during the first year of life and reaches full maturity at about age 25. By seeing this picture, you may understand the human brain is well protected by the skull. Inside the skull, the brain is covered by cranial meninges, consisting of an outer layer called dura mater, a very thin middle layer called arachnoid, and an inner layer called pia mater. The brain can be divided into three major parts like forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. The forebrain consists of cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. Cerebrum forms the major part of the human brain. A deep cleft divides the cerebrum longitudinally into two halves, which are termed as the left and right cerebral hemispheres. The hemispheres are connected by a tract of nerve fibers called corpus callosum. The layer of cells which covers the cerebral hemisphere is called cerebral cortex and is thrown into prominent folds. The cerebral cortex is referred to as the gray matter due to its grayish appearance. The neuron cell bodies are concentrated here, giving the color. The cerebral cortex contains motor areas, sensory areas, and large regions that are neither clearly sensory nor motor in function. These regions, called as the association areas, are responsible for complex functions like intersensory associations, memory, and communication. The hypothalamus contains a number of centers which control body temperature, urge for eating and drinking. It also contains several groups of neurosecretory cells which secrete hormones called hypothalamic hormones. The inner parts of cerebral hemispheres and a group of associated deep structures like amygdala, hippocampus, etc., form a complex structure called the limbic lobe or limbic system. Along with the hypothalamus, it is involved in the regulation of sexual behavior, expression of emotional reactions, and motivation. The midbrain is located between the thalamus of the forebrain and pons of the hindbrain. A canal called the cerebral aqueduct passes through the midbrain. The dorsal portion of the midbrain consists of mainly of four round swellings called corpora quadrigemina. Midbrain and hindbrain form the brain stem. Hindbrain comprises pons, cerebellum, and medulla. Medulla is also called as medulla oblongata. Pons consists of fiber tracts that interconnect different regions of the brain. Cerebellum has very convoluted surface in order to provide the additional space for many more neurons. The medulla of the brain is connected to the spinal cord. The medulla contains centers which control respiration, cardiovascular reflexes, and gastric secretions. In this slide, you may understand about the main functions of the important parts of the brain like cerebrum, which is mainly contain cortex and white matter, as well as basal ganglia. They are the neurons, and its main functions are cognition, sensory processing, motor control, learning, association, coordinates voluntary learned motions. When you come to diencephalon, its main function is sensory integration, relay, attention, consciousness, emotion, pulmonary rate, fluid balance, metabolism, and body temperature. These are controlled by diencephalon, which mainly have these components: thalamus, hypothalamus, and geniculate bodies. Cerebellum, it contains cortex and white matter. Its main functions are motor coordination, muscle tone, and balance. When you come to brainstem, it contains pons and medulla, which regulate involuntary body functions like sleep, laughter, cognitive motor skills such as typing or piano playing. Midbrain also involves in the main function like audiovisual relay, alertness, or you may call alertness, posture.